Hey guys, it's time for the PPL weekly recap following the Rowdies weekly recap with your good friend and buddy here, Timothy C. Nowak the first. Hey guys, good week. It was really good week last week. Good season. Just the hardline division. I've never seen anything like it before. All the 4-4 records. Zane already touched this without permission. He likes to touch things without permission. Zane does. Let's be real. I mean, come on. We've all been there, right? Right? Remember that one time that he like touched you and stuff when you were passed out? I really hope that happened to somebody else. Really do. Anyway, so yeah, everyone's 4-4 except Willie, and Willie made the playoffs last year, so it's just kind of weird, how he's the only team that's not 4-4 in that division. But I helped contribute to that by beating Darren, despite benching Emmanuel Sanders and Brandon Cooks, which, other than this week, I probably won't start Brandon Cooks. There we go. Ever. I just, he's actually, I don't know. Watching that Sunday night game was pretty fun to see what he can do. But yeah, Marshawn Lynch and Brendan Oliver, real big disappointments this past week for Darren. Just combined for 12.7 points. And Charles Clay, 1 yard? Man, 1 yard. I didn't even play. I don't play in the NFL, and I almost got a yard this past week. So that's how bad that is. But yeah, I defeated the bad boys, and I'm 6-1. I'm sorry, I'm 7-1, and play the Cox next week without Aaron Rodgers and without Jordy Nelson. And you know what? Kevin and I believe we made a gentleman's agreement where I told him I would bench Aaron Rodgers if he benched Peyton Manning. And hey, Kevin, come on now, let's battle this out fair, okay? Without our star quarterbacks, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. We'll see if you actually are a man enough to do it. Because I'm a man. I'm a man. I'm 31. So I'm a man, or 9 years away from being a man, okay? It's close. It's close enough. Anyway, Gotham Knights beat something offensive despite a lackluster performance from Cam Newton, which, by the way, the Knights play Fro this week. Fro has a ton of players on buys, okay? I don't think he can't fill a roster up to this point. He'll fix it. He'll figure something out. But the Gotham Knights, they play Fro this week. Fro's got a ton of buys. Next week, the Gotham Knights play United States of Tom Popsicles Brady. Some Lobsicles. They play United States of Tom Brady next week. He's got all the Patriot buys, so it'll be interesting to see how many Patriots he actually drops next week, if any. We'll see how he adjusts that. So Todd plays Fro this week. He's got a bunch of buys, and Adam Jennings next week. And then the following week, he plays Sharknadoes, and DeMarco Murray's on a buy. So this is set up nicely for Todd. If he doesn't come out with 3 wins, I know he'll be disappointed, and he might cry. And if he does, I will be there to film it and show you guys. Anyway. But the last week of the season, Todd plays Zane, and Todd will have Cam, Antonio Brown, and Greg Olsen on a bye that week. So it might come down to that. It might come down to that. Just something to look forward to, But yeah, Cam was horrible, and Fro hates Cam, so Fro's looking forward to beating or playing against Cam this week. And Fro doesn't like RG3. He doesn't like Cap. He doesn't like Cam. There's a trend here, guys. There's a trend, They're all quarterbacks in the NFL. All right, so the Cox beat Roger Goodell. Pretty good performance by Roger Goodell last week, 112 points, and he still didn't win because the Cox are freaking amazing. Cox are so amazing, guys. I didn't even realize it till recently, but I freaking am just enamored with Cox right now. Just the thought of Cox gets me excited. But we're playing this. I play him this week, so down with Cox for 1 week. Anyway, but Peyton and he put up 29. Sammy Watkins. Wow, that Julio Jones trade. When we all kind of ripped Kevin a new one, like, dude, you're an idiot. You already have a quarterback. I mean, maybe Kevin knew what he was doing there. He got Peyton and Sammy Watkins for pretty much Julio Jones in a draft pick. I think they swapped draft picks or something, but I can't remember. But yeah, Julio Jones has not done well. Matt Ryan can't give him the ball, and Fro doesn't even have Julio Jones this week. He's on a bye with like practically half the league. But man, Sammy Watkins, wow. Even when he lets up at the 5-yard line and gets tackled, he still puts 21.7 points up. It's pretty remarkable what he's been able to do. I thought, though, Roger Goodell had a chance whenever Arian Foster put up 35 points, but not enough to beat the Cox. Sorry, he just got caught with, you know what I'm saying? He just got, boom, slapped in the face by the Cox. Woo! All right, so now to the most frustrating team in the league. You know who it is. Everyone say it together. Legos and... Did you just say it at home? I hope you did. Anyway, so as the trend goes, Patriots have a great game. United States of Tom Brady has a great game. It's remarkable. And what's more remarkable is he still has Julian Edelman in the lineup. Like, he loves the Patriots that much that he still has Julian Edelman in his starting lineup. That's how much he likes them. But, man, it was just the perfect storm for him. And Jeremy Maclin went off. It was just tough break for Bruce because 105.7 points, that's usually enough to get you a win. And, Andrew Luck put up his 30-plus points. He's turned out to be just a stud. Like, everyone, already assumed he would be the next Peyton Manning-ish. Maybe not that level, but, dude, that guy, he's going to lead, White People for Peace. He'll have them in contention for years to come there. Michael Floyd, I have him on my other fantasy team, and what a disappointment. 0 points. He almost caught a 40-yard touchdown in the first, 2 minutes of the game, and then he gets nothing the rest of the game. I know Bruce is probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. After I saw him drop that touchdown pass, I was like, okay, here we go. Let's just set it up. All right, that's all right. One drop's not going to kill him, but, yeah, it sucked. It was a horrible performance. Moving along to freaking Froberg just wailing on the Rowdies. Rowdies, come on, what was that? I mean, I thought Darren McFadden was at least going to get 7 points. He gets 6.5, very disappointing. Torrey Smith, he couldn't even catch a cold last week. And you feel free to use that joke. It's good old dad jokes, 31-year-old humor there for you. Packers defense, 0 points compared to, Zane said, 30 freaking 1 points by the Dolphins? The Dolphins? I think I'm going to forbid anyone starting defenses that play the Jaguars. It's just not fair. I mean, come on. It's like a guaranteed 20 plus. All right, moving along to the other game, the not-so game of the week. The Sharknadoes beat the Experience. Yes, this is the time here. Now, 1-7, hey, who's to say they can't come back and make the playoffs, baby? I'm sorry, they can't. I just looked at the numbers. Yeah, they're eliminated. Sorry about that. Oh, man, Adam Wolverton's probably like, wait, I can come back and make the playoffs? No, you can't. It's impossible. Just kind of checked it. All right, so, that's great. Like I said, Heartline Division, 5 teams, and like Zane said, 5 teams of 4-4, anything can happen. It is totally up for grabs. Very exciting stuff. But it kind of impacts the trade deadline because nobody in that division is going to want to trade anybody because they're all out of it. So basically, Willie and Adam Wolverton and Cody are the only 3 guys to go to that are going to sell their rosters. Possibly. Next week, like I said, I play the Cox. I'm hoping it's going to be a great game. Roger Goodell takes on Tom Brady. Freaking Froberg and Gotham Knights, Bad Boys and White People for Peace, all those teams are 4-4, and they're playing each other. So there's not going to be a game of the week next week because there's so many good games next week that I just can't pick one, and I don't want to be biased and pick my own because, honestly, Usually when I pick myself, my team doesn't live up to par. You know, I sometimes still win, but anyway. So next week, the not game of the week will be something offensive and the experience. So let's get into that game. And see how that goes. Anyway, thank you for watching. I went, wow, 11 minutes. Never done that before. That's what Kristen said. Woo, okay, just made fun of myself. All right, bye, hugs, kisses.